All right, it's the 29th of May. It's a Thursday. We've got just under 30 minutes to the NY Open. Go to the charts in a bit. Just a second. Okay. All right. Let's start with the calendar. So there is news today, 8:30 a.m. EST. It's not an important news event. It probably won't bring any volume at all from what we've seen in the first couple of hours of the NY Open. But we're going to wait for that nevertheless. All right, that's a good habit. When you have a news event 30 minutes just after your session open, it makes sense to just wait for the news event and then we look for a setup after that. It's honestly been very quiet for about 4 weeks, over 4 weeks now. NY Open, right? First 2 hours, very little volume, but there is volume later on. Asian session, there is volume. London session, there's a bit of volume in the London session as well. It's either in the Asian or the London, or sometimes in both. And then after NYSE Open, around 10 a.m. EST or 10, around 10 a.m. EST, we've seen volume come in, right? That's after NYSE Open, around 9:30, 10. But the first 2 hours have been kind of quiet. All right, on the daily, we dropped, right? This was a decision area. Price was pushing up yesterday, but then came back. The candle flipped bearish, and we pushed down, and we closed below 3289. Now this could be a pullback to grab liquidity to head back down, right? Because price can push down to 3230. Now we'll have to see. We've come back to the same area where price, the decision area, 3289. We've come back there. Now is price going to create a top wick here and then going to continue down bearish? That's possible. We'll have to look at the lower time frame and see what's going to happen. On the weekly, we are pushing down so far. So far, we're pushing down, right? We've made a bottom wick, but we're still pushing down. On the daily, we started pushing up, but the previous candles are all bearish. The momentum is down. Okay, so this could grab liquidity and could flip bearish again, just like what it did yesterday. Could flip bearish and push down, or we could see price push up. If price is going to push up, then we'll have to wait for a pullback, wait for price to grab liquidity from a liquidity level, wait for support to form, 30-minute support to form, and then for price to push back up to retest the new high in the NY session, right? If price is going to flip bearish, we'll have to look for a point of reversal, probably a 4-hour zone where price could reverse. We'll have to wait for 30-minute resistance to form, a liquidity grab, and then look for a trade to go down, right? I hope that's clear. All right, let's go to our trading chart. So yesterday, there was one trade, there was nothing happening. There was this 30-minute resistance that was formed. Placed pending orders, price never came there. It just continued to drop, right? It dropped in the Asian, it dropped in the New York session about 200, 180 pips, then pulled back up and then continued down, right? An Asian session pushed price down. So nothing really happened yesterday. There was no opportunities for any buys or anything because price just continued down. This candle closed bearish, a doji. The next one closed bullish. Even though it closed bullish, the next one, if you did take a trade there, price went down. The candle closed bearish, and the next one broke the low and continued down. So there was no real opportunity there. But we spoke about this. If price, I said these levels all stacked up one against another. If price begins to break one, it'll break all of them, and that's exactly what happened. Price broke all of them, but it was unfortunate that price didn't pull back. So it just took, it was the breakout and it didn't come up here, even to this supply zone up here for us to take a trade during the stream hours. Just a second. Okay, let's check the daily levels. 329, 289, 289, 265, 230. Yeah, good. All right. Yeah, we've pushed up from 3250. Asian session, there would have been 30-minute support that was formed there. Yeah, perfect trade. Look at that. Form 30-minute support. Price pushed up, came back down, grabbed liquidity again, second time deeper, and then formed 30-minute support again and pushed up. There was no pullback though after this for price to, yeah, there was no pullback. Maybe in the London session there was been a trade. Yeah, this one right here, 30-minute support form. And after this candle closed, maybe there was a trade here to go up. Okay. Okay, let's start with supply. There is a zone here. We'll take a look at this on the 1 hour. There's a drop, two basin candles and a drop. Prices come deep in, so we'll take a look at this on the 1 hour. Yeah, you can bring it here. Drop, base drop, that's the source. This is a reaction, and now prices come a second time. This is the first time, and this is the second time. On the 1 hour, it's clearer because we need to look at the lower time frame because prices crossed a psychological round number. Take a look at it on 30 minutes also. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, it's close as 269 and 52. Yeah, we have a tap here, first, second. All right, perfect. And then here, let's just look further up here. There is a zone here. Yeah, I'm gonna bring this down to this. It's open 2173. Let's get rid of this liquidity candle as well. Okay. There's plenty of time for analysis today because we're going to wait till 8:30 to look for a setup. There's news today. It's not an important news event, as I said, but we're going to wait for that nevertheless. Right, so we got a 1 hour supply here and a 4 hour supply here. 4 hour because it's visible on the 4 hour here. And that's a 1 hour supply, right? And that covers about 260 pips to the upside. Let's extend this as well. Okay, that's good enough. Yeah, 350 pips is good enough. Not had a lot of volume. Okay, now, one more second. There is this zone here, which I also want to, I don't want to ignore this zone here. There's a 1 hour zone here. Because price, this candle crossed 3,300. So I'm going to mark this out. Let's take a look at it on the 30-minute. Yeah, yeah. This high is 644.11. Okay, let's take a look at demand. We have a zone here, a drop, a base, and a rally here. Let's take a look at it on the 1 hour. Yeah, there is a zone here. Drop, two base in candles and a rally, and then a base and a rally again. So I'm going to split that 4 hour zone into two 1 hour zones. Yeah, that's better. 510, 610. Five, 553. Okay. Now let's take a look at this area as well, because price has crossed a weekly SR level here, and even here. Wow. Anyway, 647, 627. These are the last 2 days of the month, so don't try to force any trades. Just wait for next week. Next week is NFP week. We got hopefully, we've got 3 big weeks next week. In June, the first, second, and third week. NFP is the first week. Second week is CPI. I think PPI. I think CPI and PPI, and the third week is retail sales and FOMC. I think that's what it is. Next week is NFP. The week after that is CPI and PPI, yeah. And the week after that is retail sales and FOMC and the federal funds rate, yeah. So, yeah, just let these 2 days pass. Use it as practice for you to, as education. Learn how to draw zones, learn how to be patient and wait for price to get to these zones. Don't try to force trades. We're pushing up, in fact. All right, here we formed a demand here just under 3,300. If price comes down, that should break easily, but we still have to mark it, right? Because that's a liquidity level or a key level, 3,300. Yeah, on the 30-minute time frame, there is a zone there. 839, 555, 546. Okay. All right. Now, we've got some new zones here. We have a new zone, 2 new supply zones, and we have some demand zones here, about 4 new demand zones. So let's take a closer look at these zones and see if they are high liquidity zones. Let's start with the current zone here. On the 1 hour time frame, yeah, it's taken out this rally base rally here. Rally, base, and a rally. This push down has taken that out. In fact, this one, this, yeah, this low, this drop base rally has been taken out by this. And so is this one. There's a high liquidity zone as well. This one took out this zone here, right? Let's take a look at the 30-minute demand zone. This demand has taken out this supply right here, rally base drop. So making that a high liquidity zone as well. Yeah. This supply has been taken out by this candle up here that has moved straight up above this high. It's a high liquidity zone. There's a rally base and a drop here that has been taken out by this candle. That's also a high liquidity zone. And there is a push up, a base, and a drop here that was taken out by this move up here. This move that went up took out that high, making that to a high liquidity zone, right? Okay, now let's take a look at this where price is currently and see if there is a high liquidity candle in there, right? Start with the 1 hour. We're looking for the largest bearish candle that could probably hold price and push it back down again. Okay, there's this big candle here that crosses both zones. We'll start with that. That's a good place to start. Let's go to the 30-minute. Yeah, 118 pips. 17. 17. 117 also. Let's take a look at the 15. 119. 98. 61. That's the candle. 5-minute candle. 952350. 952350. That's exactly where price is reacting to right now. Perfect. Okay, let's take a look at the one above now, the zone above. Let's check on the 15-minute time frame. It would be this candle. Keep it here so we don't overlap the zone. Yeah, 15-minute time frame is good. This high is 952644. Okay, and those two are stacked one above the others. If you go through one, you could go through the other one as well, right? We are trying to push down now, but the issue is we can't take sells because 3,300 is right there, right? This makes just 10 pips away. There are no sells right now, at least not under this. If you break this, if you close below this, then a pullback from 3,300, yes, we can take sells, but not right now. We can't. We got 3,300 right there, right? Okay, let's look further up here. Let's take a look at this area as well. On the 1 hour time frame. It's nothing on the 1 hour. 30-minute. There's this big candle here. Start with that. 15-minute. Same candle. Check on the 5-minute. Yeah, 15-minute candle is good. 857611. Price has tapped it, gone deeper, tapped it again. So this high is 6044. Just move it up so we don't overlap it. But we've tapped it several times. We tapped it here, we went deeper in, then we tapped it again here. So again, levels are stacked above one another, right? And that's it. Then. Okay. All right, let's take a look at demand. There's nothing here. There's no liquidity here. Price can easily break this. Except for 3,300, there's nothing below. Yeah, price can easily break this. Okay, so, and the next liquidity level will be 3289, where price tapped perfectly, 3289. Let's take a look at this area. On the 1 hour is that candle. Let's start with that. Let's take a look at the 30-minute. 107, 116. $82. Yeah. Check the 5-minute quickly. Yeah, that's the move up. 107 pip move up. Yeah. Mm. 744,922. Let's take a look at the zone below. Here on the 1 hour is this candle here, 142 pips. Yeah. 30-minute. It's that. On the 15-minute. 78. 76. Yeah, this candle right here. 1250. Okay. That's the candle right there. We have a tap, perfect tap here to push, and price is pushed up. Okay, the next one, massive liquidity wick. See a massive wick, that's always the best place to start. This huge wick here from 3,200 250. That's the Asian session. On 60, 15-minute time frame. This candle here, 113. Yeah, 122. Let's take a look at the 5-minute. 78. 68. 75. Yeah, that 5-minute candle. Okay. Yeah, that'll be the candle. That's a part of the base of that wick. Perfect. That's the one. 550776. So, okay, perfect. Done. This is the NY open. See, this is why you don't take a sell. Even though 30-minute resistance form, you don't take a sell because of 3,300. It's right there. You're going to bounce into it. You took a sell from there, 10 pips, you're going to hit 3,300. So absolutely no sells here. Unless price comes, breaks this, we close below, we get rid of this, and then we pull back up, then we take entry to come down. right? But I believe price is heading higher. All right, let's take a quick look at what price has done in the Asian and London sessions. One second. Okay, let's go to the 50-minute time frame. That's the market open right there. 3288, right? Just under this level, weekly SR level, 3288. Price pushed straight down. And the London high is 3289. Okay, so let's put the numbers here. This is the Asian low, 45.53. Asian high, 018. London low, 610. And London high, 934. Okay, let's take a closer look at what price did. That's the market open. So yesterday we were bearish. Second half of NY session, after NYSE open, price began to push down, then it pulled back up, and second half of NY session, we started to push down. We pushed about 200 pips down, right? So we were bearish, priced pulled back up to liquidity, grab liquidity from 3,300, continued down, right? This was the candle close, big massive candle to close, 172 pip, 15-minute candle, right? But pushed back up, then the market opened here. So we were very bearish. Price came back, pushed below 3289, pushed back to 3289. We formed some sort of supply there on the lower time frame, and then pushed hard. Grab liquidity from 3289, pushed hard straight to 3265. We closed at it, went straight down to 3250. Pushed back up 3265, formed resistance there on the 30-minute time frame, and pushed back again to 3250. That was and created the Asian low, formed 30-minute support, right? And pushed back up to 3265, closed above 3265, continued higher, created the Asian high, pull back down to 3265 or almost there. We created a liquidity candle on the way up, so pull back to grab liquidity from this liquidity candle. We created the London low and pushed back up to the Asian high, closed above it, range there for a bit, pushed up back to 3289, formed the London high and pushed back down back to the Asian low, the Asian high, formed 30-minute support, closed below, closed back above, and this candle pushed all the way up. It's a straight push up back to 3,300, and that's where price has been, at 3,300 for the last 2 hours, getting close to 2 hours, 30 minutes. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, for about an hour and a half, we've been at 3,300, roughly in that area. Right now, the London high is here. We're far away from it. For buys, I'd like to see price pull back closer towards the EMAs or even the London high, to that area, form 30-minute support somewhere here, and then a push. We can take a buy trade to go up. For sells, for sells it'll have to be deeper. Price will have to push up deeper because we can't take sells here. You've got when you have 3,300 right here in front of you, you can't take sells. Price will have to push down close below this and pull back for us to take sells to come down, or price will have to go deeper, and we look for 30-minute resistance to form and a tradable 30-minute back candle to close from deeper inside these liquidity candles to take a sell trade to come down, right? I hope that's clear. That's what I'm waiting for. If at all, we get a trade today. We've got about 20 minutes to news. Got about 20 minutes to news. So again, I'll repeat again what I said. So for buys, I'd like to see price to push down. We've already formed 30-minute resistance. Form 30-minute resistance. Yeah. It's not worth it. It's not worth it taking sells here. You've got this. You've got 20, 30 pips away is 3,300. Yeah. Not worth it. So for sells, deeper. Price needs to come deeper. Maybe even come all the way up here to this. And we look to take sells to come down. That's possible. Through both these liquidity candles, or comes to the second one, or even the third one here. And 30-minute resistance form, 30-minute tradable back candle closes, look to take sells to come down. For buys, I want to pull back. Price to pull back, form 30-minute support, and then look for a trade to go up. That's what I'm waiting for, right? Because prices moved quite a bit away from the London high. Yeah, we're a good 150 pips away from the London high. So for buys, I definitely want to pull back. The price can push up, but I will not buy. Don't buy the breakout. I always wait for a pullback, and then we can wait for 30-minute support to form, pullback, 30-minute support, tradable 30-minute bull candle close. We draw the fib on the M15 time frame, and then we take a trade, if there is one. Okay, that's the plan. Just a second. Any questions on anything that I've discussed until now? You can drop a message in the chat and I'll answer. Yeah, we've got about 17 minutes to news. We're just going to wait. Let's see how these candles close. This candle is going to close bullish. Yeah. it's not worth it. There's no space to trade. Even if you took an entry here with a 16, 17 pip stop loss, you're coming down here, 40 pips. It's not worth it. Yeah, pushing down back here, 40 pips, not worth it. $50, the next candle should break the high and continue higher. Yeah, the next one should break the high, continue higher. If we close here above this minor resistance here that is formed, if this candle closes above, then the next one is going to dip back in, create a bottom wick and push much higher. We're coming deeper. We're coming probably another 100 pips easy. Yeah, there we go. 15-minute candle close. Next one broke the high. We're pushing up. We're inside supply, deep in supply. Can push this up. 527. We're coming high. We're coming into this area. Going to go through this liquidity candle. We're going to very likely go through the second one as well. Let's see what happens when price comes here. This is, yeah, easy. 120 pips. We're pushing up. Easy push up. We're coming through this. I've always said this. Whenever you have liquidity candles stacked up one against the other, price is likely once it goes through one, it's going to go through the other, right? We've seen that happen dozens and dozens of times on the streams. And the reason for that is prices tapped them on the way down. So price created a liquidity candle here. This big candle right here. Let me zoom in. Yeah, this candle right here, right? And then came up, tapped it, right? Several times, pushed back down and pushed down. So on the way up, that candle has less liquidity. And that's why now we've gone through this. There we go. Price has gone through that. You can get rid of that because now we're reacting to the next one. Yeah. Yeah. Get rid of this as well. And once this candle closes, we have a rally-based rally from a liquidity level, right? So we're going to mark that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to combine these two then, because there are two 30-minute demand zones or a single 1-hour zone, right? But we're going to wait for this 30-minute candle to close first. It's got another 11 minutes for the candle to close. Yeah, don't try to uh, don't try to sell here. Price is pushing up. The better trade to take would be a buy. Wait for 30-minute candle to close. Yeah, then we have a zone here. The candle should close bullish. Maybe there's going to be a pullback. Anticipating that the candle closes bullish in 9 minutes. This will be the zone. Right. Open here 226, 26, and that would be the liquidity candle in there. This one right here. This candle right here. And if taking a buy, we would want price to pull back, tap that, and then take a buy to go up. Yeah, that's about 100 pip push up if it pulls back. Okay, I'll be back in a couple of minutes. We still have about 9 minutes for news. All right. What's happening? 2 minutes more for news. Candle is about to close. So 226. Yeah, that is demand. And on the 15-minute time frame, we have a new liquidity candle here now. This candle right here. 246788. Okay. Yeah, this is news. So 30-minute support has formed. Price is pushed up. NY session. Now, let's go to the 50-minute time frame. This candle took out this low. This candle took out this low. Here. Right. So if you push, come down to the optimal entry, I'll take a buy. Right? This candle, we have 30-minute support form. We're pushing up further up. But if you come down here, I'll take a buy here. It's about a 46 pip, yeah. This one took out this low. Took out this low. This is the most recent high, 484, and that's the lowest low, 546. 546. Okay. 50 pips roughly. Yeah, I'd place pending orders here. Yeah. If we come down, might take a while. Pushing up, no candle. The candle has no bottom wick. This candle could come down to break its low, or the next one could come down. We'll have to see. Now we'll also have to see. 179. Okay, that's why I place pending orders. 3301.4, 3300, and 3297.8, roughly, right? If we push down. Let's see if we can come down before price pushes all the way up. If it can come down, grab liquidity and then push up. That'll be nice. Yeah, we already reached 3314. 30 minutes support. Yeah. No bottom wick on this candle, should come down. No bottom wick here, no bottom wick here. Wow, we're pushing up. We went through one liquidity candle. We're going to go through the next. We're coming to the third one. It's good. Be nice to see price pull back, but may not happen. Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen. Push down 120 pips. Very bullish. Even yesterday, we've come to the exact same place we had placed pending orders yesterday. In fact, oh, oh, I'm gonna take a sell here. I'm gonna take a sell here. Yeah, taking a sell there. Took a sell there because this was where we had placed 30-minute resistance had formed. This 15-minute time frame, that's the liquidity candle. This is high. 644234. 1644. 682. through. Let's see. Taken some orders here. The reason for that is price never came to this area above these highs. We never came up there, right? So stop loss is, yeah, about 30 pips above this candle high, right? It should stay, price should stay below that and push back down. No bottom wick on this candle. We should push down. We should break this low and continue down. Let's see. Okay. Pushing down from here, 3314. I missed that entry, but I got in just above the optimal. Should be coming down. How are you going to manage risk on this? Here's how we're going to manage risk. 15-minute time frame. I'll push him back down. Yeah, 3315. 3315. Yeah, 3315 is where we should manage risk. It's about 30 pips. It's okay. 30 pips is good. Here's where I'm going to manage risk 3315. I'll close partial positions. If we break 3315, I'll close partial positions. So we're coming to. Yeah, if we break this high, I'll manage risk. 3315. It's about 28 pips. On this one, it's less, 24. There we go. Coming up. I'll close up half my positions. If you break 3315, I'll close half of them. And I'll keep the other half. For the other half is at 3316.4 or 3316.5. Always, whenever you take a trade, you got to find a way to manage risk. Yeah, closed. Got just one position left here. We rejected 3315. Let's see if we push back down. Coming back down. Price needs to break this low to come down. Coming down now. Yeah, we're coming down. 5-minute candle has closed bearish, pushing down. Now we should come down. No top wick. Why is price coming to? I should come here. Should drop to 3306. Let's see if we can get there. Yeah, 3310 should come to 3310. Yeah, 3310 and 3306, 07 maybe. There we go. We came to 3310. Almost. Almost 3310. We'll come down. We're coming down. Yeah. But no top wick on this candle. No top wick yet. What 100 pips should drop. Should drop. Pushing back up, back up, back up, back up. Okay. If we break the high, I'm closing this. If you get here to 3316, I'm closing. 20 pips. Came close. Very close. We're pushing back up. Coming here. Yeah. Come to this, I'm closing the trade. 20 pips. Yeah, we're coming up. Yeah, closed everything. Pushed up. Next liquidity candle. Pushing up. We have to wait. Price is just pushing up. Pushing up. Pushed up. The next one. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. We're reacting to the next one now. It should be coming up here. It should be coming up here. Oh, we're almost there. 21. Let's see if 30-minute resistance forms. Yeah, we're getting 24 minutes for the candle to close. It's a lot of time. Strong 5-minute back candle has closed. Wow. It's pushed up, closed above. 15-minute closed above, and now 50-minute seems to be closing back below, coming down. 30-minute resistance need to form to take sells. Yeah. This is a new high. Price should eventually go up and retest it. We could possibly continue even higher. This is just a pullback. It's nothing as usual. No setups. NY session. Form 30-minute support, went straight up. Are we coming back here? If we come here, we could take an entry. The price needs to come down. Yeah. 30-minute support form, no pullback yet. Trying to push back down here. Coming here, 3,310. Yeah, that's where we're coming to. 3310. We tapped 3315, rejecting this area. That's where the 3RR level is. We're closing bearish. 15-minute candle is going to close in 5 minutes. If we close bearish, then we could create a top wick and push down. Could create a top wick and come down. Let's see. Either way, we'll wait for 30-minute resistance to form and a tradable 30-minute candle close. The only reason I took those sells was because price hadn't come to this candle, which formed yesterday. So I was expecting a pullback from around here, right? For price to push down, even further down here, about 80, 90 pips, but it didn't happen. We pushed further up, and that's why we manage risk. 20, 30 pips, 25, 30, 30, 32, 33 pips, you manage risk. Tap in this area again, 3315, trying to push back down. Coming down. "17 minutes for the candle to close." If you form resistance here, then there could be a sell opportunity for price to come down, because this is the third liquidity candle. Can be a sell opportunity here. One minute more. Let's see. 50-minute resistance is forming. 30-minute resistance needs to form, not 15-minute. 50-minute candle closed above, closed back below. We're going to stay below and continue down. We've broken the low, 1045. This is 1035. We've broken the low. We should continue down. 82. Yeah, we should come down. So wait for the 30-minute candle to close. It's pushing back up. There's nothing happening. It's the last week of the month. It's been very, very slow. Just a push up with nothing. Pushed up 730 pips today, daily candle. It's a lot of volume. But most of that is in the Asian session. Wow. Flipping bullish again, the candle is flipping bullish. Closed bearish, 15-minute below, closed above, closed back below, trying to close back above. Let's see. 9 minutes more. Let's see if we close back above, then we're pushing even further. 3315 is a key area. If we stay below, we're coming down. If we close back above, then we're pushing all the way up here, possibly to 3329. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Price is doing nothing. Just pushed up, and then we're just staying there at 3315. This is a 3RR level. Should break. Price should have broken this to come down. It hasn't. We respected the low. We're trying to push back up. Yeah. Coming up. We're respecting the lows. Unless price starts to break these lows, we're then pushing straight up here. 3223 and then 3229. Yeah, there we go. Going up. Yeah. It's closed above, closed back below, closed back above. 30 minutes is closing bullish. We're going to push up. Yep. There's nothing to do. I'm going to end the stream now. There's nothing. The only possible trade is a pullback trade if price pulls back. It didn't yesterday. It hasn't done it today. Yesterday we formed resistance here, just like we formed support here. We formed resistance. Price didn't pull back. That's exactly what's happened. We formed support. Price broke the high. We're just pushing straight up. We tried to take a sell here. Lost about 25, 30 pips. That's it. There's nothing. 30-minute resistance didn't form. We're very likely heading to 3329. Daily candle is very bullish. Yeah, we're heading to 3329. Back to this level, this key level, 3329. Okay. I'm not going to give out any setups for the rest of the session because it's the last 2 days of the month. I said don't try to attempt to take any trades, unnecessary trades. There is no clean candle structure. We are forming support, but there are no pullbacks to take these trades. Candle closed, breakout, and pushed up. I was anticipating this candle. We closed below, we broke the low, come down, maybe take a buy, go up. Not to be. Not meant to be. Yeah, so we're heading to 3323. 3323. And then the next is 3329. 30-minute candle is just about to close. It's going to close above this minor level, 3315. So we're pushing further up. Yeah. All right. That's the end of the stream. Tomorrow is the last day of the month. Not planning to take any trades tomorrow. Yeah, it's the last day of the month, last day of the week. It's been very, um, it has not been clean price action. The London sessions, the Asian sessions have had a lot better structure from liquidity, support from, yeah, perfect. We formed support, came back, grabbed liquidity, pushed up. Even London, support form, grab liquidity from liquidity candle. These wicks you can get in. Here there are no wicks, no pullbacks. We form support, there is no wick, no bottom wick. It's just clean pushing up. Same thing yesterday. Didn't come back here. Push straight down. All right. That's the end of the stream. I'll be back tomorrow, 7:30 a.m. EST. We'll do the analysis. It'll probably be a very short session. Um, I won't be staying here for until NYSE open because there's not much happening. It's best to wait. It's best to wait. We've already tapped 3319. Yeah, we're heading up to 3323. It's best to wait. There are no pullbacks to even take buys. There are no pullbacks. Price doesn't even come close to these areas to take trades. Yeah. Okay. So don't try to force a trade. Don't try to sell here. We don't know what the top is, right? We don't know what the top is. The top could be 3329, could be higher. If you're taking a sell, you got to wait for 30-minute resistance to form, tradable 30-minute bear candle to close, and then if there's a pullback, take a trade. That's the only thing to do. Or buys, wait for a pullback, wait for the 4-hour candle to close. The 4-hour candle is going to close in 30 minutes. Whatever you do, buys or sells, wait for the 4-hour candle to close first. And then, because the 4-hour candle closes, it's going to close bullish, obviously. We're going to close bullish, strong bullish. Price could pull back, form support, and then go up. Or could just break the high, not create a bottom wick, and then head up as well. That's possible too. Exactly like this candle, what this candle did. This candle closed, no bottom wick, and went straight up. Yeah, straight up. So, yeah. All right. Take care. See you guys tomorrow, 7:30 a.m. EST.